What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Newberg Pod with Newberg and Hannah. And today on the guest tip, we have someone who works in finance, who's launching a personal finance business. She swims a lot. She can parallel park in one shot without a backup cam. Her love language is gift giving, but the kind where a cat brings you a dead bird. She's almost ready. She's got great hair, and she for sure is not a spy who works for the State Department. Please welcome Lauren Bell. Hello, Lauren. How are you?
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good.
We're doing great. We're just going to jump right in. We're so excited to have you on the show. Thank you for being here. I've known you for at least 10 years, longer probably.
Yeah.
You used to let me borrow your car to drive to the airport. You used to pick me up from the airport. We used to hang out at the Den. RIP the Den. It's now called Gallery.
Is it?
It's now called Gallery, and it has a
Is it
checkered.
open?
Yeah, and it has a checkered floor.
Wait, it's open.
I think it said November 25.
They had a soft
Okay.
open. They had a soft. The cool kids one already.
They soft launched it. Yeah.
They had
Were
a
you
soft
part of
open.
the cool kids? Did you go?
I got an invite. I didn't go.
Oh.
I'm old school. I'm old school team, old school Den. That's who I am.
Yeah.
Stand your ground.
Yeah, I got to. I wanted to start off today with a very important topic. Welcome mats. Welcome mats, I feel, are just insanely misleading. I feel like they all say like like you walk by a welcome mat and it's like, welcome to our home. Come on in. Whatever it says, it's like it's inviting. But if you've ever knocked on someone's door, their immediate reaction is, well, who the fuck is knocking on my door? There's no welcome to my home. There's the what the
I'm not
fuck is
expecting an
that?
Amazon package.
No, 100%. Like, who's trying to kick the door down? Right? So my question to you, intelligent, wonderful people, what do you think would be a more accurate welcome mat? I'll go first, just to give you
Okay.
time to think. I think my welcome mat would say, why didn't you text first? Why didn't you call?
Yeah.
Why not a heads up? Do I look like I have a Ring doorbell?
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
I think mine would say, please hide the package.
Please hide the package.
Yeah. Not, the Amazon package.
Sure. That also works on dates. Am I right? High five to all the frat guys.
I think that doormats are like bumper stickers. I think people get them as an extension of their identity and nothing more.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, do either one of you have doormats?
I don't.
No?
Mm-mm.
No.
Lauren, are you at the doormat stage of your life?
No.
We have one.
I mean, what you mean, like in life? Like I
mean, are you a doormat?
Like a doormat, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Ours is a journey one. It says, "Don't stop, be leaving," which
be leaving.
Yeah, it's just humor. We're bringing it up. People know. They're like, is there a clown who lives here?
Yeah. I would like to get the only one I would get, the only one that's tickled me is the one that says there's like a lot of dogs in here. And I need to get the dogs first and then the mat.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The mat makes you want multiple dogs.
I get that. Matt, what came first, the mat or the dog? And obviously, maybe it's a tie. Hannah, we begin every show normally with Hannah giving us a recall of her fantastic week in the world of 20-something Hollywood. What's going on, buddy?
Who even knows? Honestly, like I genuinely wish someone could follow me around with a camera 24/7. And I've said it so many times before. My life's a reality TV show. Just the shit that happens to me, it's made up. It's just, I don't understand how it happens. But yeah, I ran into my lovely ex, who I just still love so much.
Is he listening?
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know. I would be embarrassed if he did, but fucked with my head a little bit because we haven't spoken in the last 3 weeks. Because last time I saw him, he was like, I promise I'm going to call you. And then he never did. So I was like, whatever, I'm going to leave this alone.
When was
And
the
then
breakup?
what?
When was the breakup?
The breakup was June, but we've been off and on since. And so, yeah, we haven't spoken for the last 3 weeks, which is probably the longest we've ever gone without any form of communication. And then he's like slowly been like breadcrumbing me this last week, and then decides to pop up at the bar that I was at on Sunday. And he's like, yeah, I've missed you. I've been thinking about reaching out. I've been wanting to talk to you. And I'm like, someone blow my brains out, because the phone works both ways. And he's like, yeah, I don't know. He's like, you haven't hit me up in the last few weeks. I'm like, no shit. No shit, because you haven't reached out like you said you would. And now it's just it's fucking with me a little bit. So,
All right, Lauren.
for a lot of it.
Lauren, I have a question. If
Yeah.
someone said to you, I've been thinking about reaching out to you, I've reached out. I've been thinking about it. I still have not done it. But now that I've run into you, I've really been thinking about reaching out, but I haven't reached out. What would you say to that sentence?
Man, I wish that I were in a different season of my life to be able to answer this better. But I mean, that is someone who did not expect to run into you.
Oh no, they knew. They knew.
He knew you were there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, well, let me noodle on this. I mean, what is his? I've been really deep into attachment styles lately.
Yeah.
I've injected a lot of I call it collecting data.
Yeah.
And so I have a lot of data on this, but not a lot of formal training. So so is he an avoidant?
For sure. Like, I mean, at first when I met him, I thought he was like anxiously attached to me because of the way he was like so obsessed with me, and to the point where I was like so secure in it, and I was like, wow, like this man loves me. And then
Time out. Time out. I'm filling her in. 2 minutes into meeting them, he got a tattoo of her name on his neck. Go on.
Okay.
Cool. That's interesting. Yeah, that is really but avoidants tend to love bomb in the beginning.
Yeah. And so then like 2 months later, he completely is a different person, and has been so avoidant since.
So the tattoo is interesting. Kiss of death right there. But
yep.
How do I know I have one? It's so I would say that I mean, avoidants tend to love bomb in the beginning because they are they want love so badly.
Yeah.
And then so they the problem is that our attachment styles are developed as they're actually nervous system responses, which is why they don't really make logical sense. They are things that happen to us when they're usually developed when we are very young, in the way that we perceive love and the way that love is shown to us. So like, so for whatever reason, love is an unsafe thing for him. And so but he wants it so badly. So he love bombs in the beginning. And then once it starts getting too real, like a lot of times, because what's the response to love bombing? Either it freaks out another avoidant, or you're an anxious attachment, or maybe you're secure and you're just kind of like, oh, well, this is a little orange flaggy, but hey, it's fun and I like them and whatever, and it could be great. And so that's where like it's a trap, because they get there is a point where they freak out and they need to create as much distance as possible. And so him wanting to see you and reaching back out, he's like, because you're not reaching out, he's starting to feel like it's safe again.
Yeah.
But, until he figures out that, is able to process what that is, he's just this is just his pattern. So I would say it is a sign of his pattern, not your worth. When he says something,
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with you. And it still sucks ass. Like that still sucks. And you're at that bar and you're like,
Major. Yeah.
thank you. I'd like to go die now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. I was literally just like, you really just thought popping back in and being like, yeah, I miss you, whatever. I promise, like, I will call you. And then, like, he still hasn't. And I'm like,
He does miss you. He like wants it so badly, but like little boy inside is scared.
yeah.
And it's it's nervous system response. So brain isn't working properly. This is like
Yeah.
there's danger. What do you do when there's danger? We know we do the fight or flight or freeze or fawn. And so he's like, so all of those things he's saying to you it's not that he's lying to you, and it's not that he's he's not and I don't know, maybe he is just an asshole. Like that's also possible, but typically it's like if you think he's a good guy, generally, then all those things are true that he's saying, and that's what sucks. It's like he just doesn't feel safe, and it has nothing to do with you. Can I ask you, like, was it a healthy-ish relationship, or was it kind of tumultuous?
In the beginning, really healthy. Like, obviously things happened really fast, but it was like, I had never felt so seen, so safe, so loved. And then it was just all of a sudden it became like, wait, why are you breaking up with me? What's happening? Why can't we just like figure out a problem together?
Yeah.
And then,
I want to just jump in because I haven't said anything in 4 minutes. I just want to raise my voice. I'm raising my voice. That's it.
Yeah.
I just want to participate in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Chris, what are your opinions on this?
She knows. She knows. He's got. If he had a street sign, it would say "Run, don't walk." It would say "Poison," but not the cool Belle Biv DeVoe kind, and not the cool kind with Brett Hairless Michael singing. It would be like actual poison. But all right, well that's good. That's a good catch up, Hannah. That was brilliant insight, Lauren. Lauren, what's been happening with you? I mean, you're a spy. Are you spying on anybody? No, I'm just saying. Okay, now, here's just so you know, like we give Hannah her platform each day to talk about her stuff. We also got to talk about other stuff because there's 262 people who are interested in everything we have to say.
Yeah.
So that's why we go.
Everything.
So that's why we got to cover everything. So you work for the State Department, and so are you spying on someone right now?
Well, I can't say that. I can't.
Okay. All right. Okay. Are you actually in Kuwait as we speak?
Same answer. I don't want to get in trouble.
Do you own an eye patch?
No, but I own one of those, like the glasses with the little nose and mustache.
Okay, good. That's top. That's for the stuff where you have to go deep.
The newspaper with the eye holes cut out,
Yep, deep undercover, undercover stuff.
Yeah, deep.
How are you in your life? What's been going on with you?
Oh gosh. Well, not a whole lot. Also recently going through a breakup. That's kind of been the biggest thing. Trying to launch a personal business, which has been interesting. I'm not a side hustle person, and I'm not an entrepreneurial person. I don't like building the Instagram I don't like building the social. I'm really private. I'm really like a private person, and I don't I started this thing because I think I have a talent for it, and I want to share it with people. I was starting to see how many people were really struggling with personal finance, and so I just want to like be able to help people. And I also sort of like on principle, everything I saw around me was like, people who struggle with personal finance don't have a lot of money, and everywhere you go, you need money in order to pay some idiot to tell you how to do basic stuff, and that they don't teach in school for a reason. And I was like, well, that's dumb, and I don't want. So I just like kind of became this thing where I'm like, I don't need to like make money from this because it doesn't help the people that need it the most. And so, so that's kind of, I'm stuck in that spot where I'm like, I feel ethically, you know, weird about charging for it, but I also just, but it'd be nice if it were my full-time job, but.
Can I break some stuff down to you based on the things that you just told me?
Please do.
You have no choice but to go all in on yourself as far as, wagering concerns. You began the conversation by saying that you have this talent. You recognize that you have this ability to help other people, and then you could do well with it. But you're a private person, and you feel reluctant with the social media components and the advertisement, which is absolutely normal and absolutely part of it. But if you're good at what you do and you believe in yourself, then everybody else will as well. And if you don't have that sort of like, no one's going to look respectfully, no one's going to look at another person and think, I bet they're good at finance. You know what I mean? It's just like that's not going to be a thing. So like if that's something that you'd like to pursue, and if that's something that you want to be your full-time thing, that's step one for anybody who's ever had their own business, is deciding they're going to do it, going after it.
That's the thing, is the rise and grind is not there. I'm like, I have a job, I'm like, I can't. It's exhausting.
I get that. I mean, like Hannah and myself, and now you, we deal with that all the time. It's just like Hannah's a talented person. I'm a talented person. It's running out in the street and screaming, I'm a talented person. Pay attention to me, in a world full of people who are also shouting, I'm even more talented. Pay attention to me. Yeah. And it gets exhausting. It becomes exhausting to a situation where you're literally in a mosh pit full of people who are all trying to stand out, all doing very similar things in it, whether it's finance or singing or comedy or television production or dog walking, whatever line of work you go into, there's 20 million other people who are already doing it.
Yeah.
And it's like, you got to do what you need to do to stand out. So I think that's brave, and I wish you success with it.
Yeah, I think that my mentality about it is that I'm like, I'm not trying to really replace anything. There's a niche for me. I think I think there is a spot for me. I don't think that what I want to do is oversaturated quite yet.
That's great.
Yeah.
Which is great. Yeah. And so and I get a lot of questions of, why don't you go work for a big company, or why don't you do it this way, or why don't you do it that way? And I'm like, it's just not, that's not the pain point. That's not the hole that needs to get filled. And so I think, and there's a couple of people out there that are trying to fill the hole, and I think they're doing a great job. But it's, it's accessibility, it's all this other stuff. So yeah, well, I appreciate that. You're right. And I'm not like someone who's sitting down listening to a lot of, business entrepreneurial podcasts, but the ones that I have listened to are like, taking it one step at a time, and I'm not trying to hold myself super accountable to do everything every single day 100%. Like sometimes you have 2%, sometimes you have 10, sometimes you have 80, and sometimes you have 150. So that's what we're doing.
No, I think it's great. I'm proud of you, and I wish you massive success with it. And I was listening to whenever I go on my old man walks in the morning, I always like listen to whatever's on YouTube or whatever podcasts or interviews. And there was, because of the fact that Eddie Murphy has his documentary that came out today, he was talking about, since the time he was 16 years old, he knew he was going to be famous. He was going to be massively famous. He was specific about it. And they were like, anytime someone came up to him and they were saying, what if you're not? He's like, you're out of your fucking mind. He's like, it's done. And it was just, the first part of it was his visualization of, this is what I'm going to do. There was just no question about it. And then I was listening to Mike Tyson randomly, which came on afterwards. And it was just talking about, and then it got down this wormhole of all of these different people who just made decisions at early points, regardless of levels of success. Obviously, those are the most successful. But it just seems like basically what you're doing is step one, deciding there's a niche. That's where you want to go. And, I think that's cool still, which is what brings me to TMC. I'm so good at segues. Like when people,
that was honestly phenomenal.
Yeah, that was great.
When people talk about segues, They talk about this show. Now, are either one of you familiar with TMZ, the news network?
Of course.
Yes.
And does anyone know what TMZ stands for?
I actually don't.
A 30-mile zone. It is supposed to be the 30 miles around the city of Los Angeles.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, in the same sort of way, 8 mile circles Detroit. There's a 30-mile zone that goes around Los Angeles, which qualifies it all as the city of Los Angeles. So originally, the program came on, and it was all celebrity gossip. It was all Paris Hilton this, and it was like, and it got its start. It was at Sunset and Crescent Heights in the 8,000 Sunset building, where all of the where the movie theater is. That's where it was originally, and then it started getting personalities, and they started doing television and late night KTLA stuff. So they've got shows, and they've got TMZ Sports, but now they're trying to branch.
Wait, they used to be where the movie theater was?
Yeah.
Or is?
Yeah,
The Landmark movie theater?
yeah, on the third floor.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah, they used to be
Okay,
there.
just went.
Yeah, and then they moved to Culver.
I love history lessons.
Yeah, then they moved to Culver City, and now they've got Harvey Levin, who's a former attorney, and they try to dive into celebrity crisis, but then they started getting into political things like, oh, Nancy Pelosi got beat up with a husband got beat up with a hammer, and like that's suddenly news, and like talking about different components. But no matter, the thing that bothers me about them so much is I wish they would just fucking pick a lane, because it's like yesterday they were like, oh, the Epstein files of there's a new report on the Epstein files, and JFK's nephew, grandson Jack Schlossberg is running for governor or Senate or Congress, and then right underneath that was
a crush on Vance's wife.
JD Vance.
Yeah,
Who has a crush on him?
his wife.
Who's got a crush on?
That guy. That you just
Harvey
said.
Levin or Schlossberg?
Schlossberg. Yeah.
Okay, whoever. The point is, right underneath both of those articles was guess who's under boob, and it was a pictorial of several different people, and you had to guess whose under boob it was. So I'm just like, in what news world am I going to trust them as a news source if there's also guess who's under boob thoughts?
You want to know the answer?
Yes.
It's spaghetti. They're just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. You know, they're getting, they only care about clicks, and so it's they keep it's clickbait. It doesn't, you know.
Oh, it makes me so mad. I mean, not that I don't guess whose under boob it is, because you gotta play the game. You gotta play the game.
It's brain rot. Sorry to say.
Oh, that's a word Hannah used last week. And Lauren, what do you think the definition of 6'7" is?
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I mean it's brain rot. I think it's isn't it like it's an either or it's like it's like a midpoint. There's a couple different definitions for it.
I would love it if either one of you could use it in a sentence.
You don't really use it in a sentence.
Okay, well, when does it apply?
It's just like a response.
I will say that I just got back from Disneyland, and we were on a lot of rides where the kids were just screaming it through Thunder Mountain and, you know, wherever they were. Like,
so is it a good thing?
I don't really know.
Is it just like when people first discovered the word awesome, they just can't control how many times they say it?
Yeah.
It's really just like, it's an earworm.
Yeah.
So is it like, would it be compared to 6'5", blue eyes, finance? Is it the same thing? Like, remember when that girl did that TikTok and she got a record deal?
Yeah, yes. But I think it's more, I mean, I want to say, it's going to be gone in.
It's in the dictionary now. It is now in the dictionary. It's on dictionary.com. 6'7" is now in the dictionary.
Dictionary.com. I mean, that's so adding like colloquialisms to the dictionary these days is like, it's so it's not it's just becoming so diluted. I don't think it's actually because the thing about slang is that like with the internet, like slang used to hang around a lot longer because it took longer for for like older, less cool generations and less cool people to pick it up. So by the time your parents started saying the thing that you were saying, you know, it had run its course and you were like, yuck, because mom's saying it. And now that's happening within like a week because your mom's also on TikTok. And so that's why this slang is cycling so much faster these days. Which is why it kind of just icks me out when dictionary.com is like, we're going to add this thing. You're like, you just, it's
but what if dictionary.com gives 6'7" as a definition?
Well, I think we're going to do that, but as I look it up,
definition,
I'm going to look it up right now.
it's more than one thing. I'm going to be really annoyed.
Okay, let's see. 6. Also, before I look at dictionary.com, okay. Dictionary.com also chose 6'7" as the word of the year.
Yeah.
To select the 2012, let's see, what is it? Where is it? What counts as the word? I don't
like
care
this
why.
Year? This calendar year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out what. Okay, let's see. The New York Post says. Well, first off, let me ask a question, like without even like having looked at this up yet. So earlier in the conversation, you said colloquialisms and delusion. So if I were to say diluted colloquialisms, 6'7", would that apply? Fuck, I don't know anything. All right. Let's see. You know what? I'm doing better than that.
I said diluted, not delusional.
Sure. I'm going to do better. I'm going ChatGPT.
But it's just like, I feel like people don't use it like in a sentence. It's just like, you'll just be talking to someone and someone literally just goes 6'7", like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like it's not to be used in a sentence.
Not to get too heady, but I think that this is a little bit of 1984 where like we're cheapening language, we're diluting language down to like where and I think not in a conspiracy theory way. I think more just like in a happenstance kind of way where like we have the influx of AI and ChatGPT forming sentences for us, and then we've got the slang is being filtered down into where you're just like and it's like you're just saying you're literally saying two words to say, well, you know, it's like, you know, we're kind of looking, we've had language that describes this. We can say full sentences in a way that describes 6'7", but then we're like, now that we have this, we're like, what is another way of saying that? And you're like, oh man, our brains are just, we're in Wall-E world now, you know?
Yeah, but
to the chair with the TV and our bones go away.
But ChatGPT is going off. Okay, ChatGPT says, I'm pretty sure, you know, every once in a while, ChatGPT just shocks you and its inability to grasp things. So here we go.
Yeah.
In US slang, 6'7" or 6'7" doesn't usually mean what it does in the UK drill scene. It has a few different interpretations depending on context. *67 means caller ID block. What? Height reference, when said as 6'7", it just means 6 feet 7 inches tall, like the Lil Wayne song. Area or squad numbers could mean regional, gang set, zip code, or crew names. Numeric handle or nickname 6'7" might be in user. Yeah, ChatGPT is as lost as I am.
Yeah.
It's just lost. Yeah. All right, fine. All right, cool. That's good.
Wait, so are you going to uncover what is dictionary.com had a definition?
Oh yeah, okay. All right, hold on. I'll do it. I'll get to the bottom of this right now. Dictionary.com definition of, is it 6'7" or just 67?
My ChatGPT says 6 minus 7 is -1.
Okay. According to dictionary.com, 6'7" or 6'7" has no single or concrete definition, but is considered a nonsensical interjection popular in youth culture, often used to indicate so, maybe this, maybe that. It is intended to be meaningless and absurd, functioning as a marker of inside status or swagger, to express vague or nonsensical idea. Brain rot slang, dictionary.com. Word of the year classifying as brain rot slang, which is purposefully nonsensical and all about being in on the absurdity. Kids are fucking nuts. You guys like, what do you like? I don't know. I still don't think you can use it.
There's a chance that like, you know, I can't help but think that if like a much younger person were listening to this, they would just be like, oh God, listen to these
old
Yeah,
fucks.
they're like these old
figure this
heads.
out. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Okay, I can use it. I can now use it in a sentence. Ready?
Yeah.
I saw the new George Clooney movie, 6'7".
Yeah.
The hand gesture is part of it. It says hand gesture, 6'7".
No, but that's not. No, it's this.
It's this? I'm measuring horse balls now? That's what this is? This is crazy. Feels like I've got 2 meatballs in my hand.
Mhm.
So it's either 6 or okay. All right, I give up. This was my attempt to try to be cool and hip. All right, both of you eat food. True?
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten food in front of televisions?
Yeah.
Cool. When you're eating food in front of a TV, have you ever gotten angry at the food that you're eating when you see a commercial for a much better looking piece of food on the television? For example, name any kind of snack that you've eaten on television while watching TV before, Hannah.
You know, Chris, I think you've asked me this question before.
I'm mad about it. I want to talk about it. I'm going to turn it into a bit. So, Hannah, what kind of food do you
But
eat?
no, I've never been eating something and then seen something on TV and been like, wow.
So you don't get FOODMO.
Maybe if I see like an ice cream commercial, I'm like, ice cream sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just say you're both eating pizza. It's a safe it's a safe food. You're eating pizza. And let's say another food that you like comes on and it's got a food publicist and it's glowing and there's a bunch of rock and rollers behind it. People are skateboarding as they eat this burrito on the beach and there's like money being thrown at you and everybody's dancing and singing. You're not mad at that pizza?
If anything, I'm mad at myself.
Why?
Because I'm like, oh God, why am I eating this pizza when there's I'm kind of a foodie though. Like I really don't like to eat stuff just to eat. I like to enjoy. So if I were eating something that was kind of mid and then I saw something on TV that I wanted, I'd be like, damn, I should have ordered that. You know, I don't know.
So if you're eating something that's 6'7", right? Call back. You're eating something that's 6'7", right? And then something comes on. See, I go as far as to I will close my eyes if I'm enjoying a chicken salad sandwich and I'm enjoying it. And all of a sudden something better or something different comes on. I'll be like, nope, not going to do it. And I'll close my eyes till it's done.
Yeah.
I'm that influenced by television.
I will say my dad watches a lot of diners, drive-ins, and dives. It's like kind of always on TV when I go visit them. And I will, if I'm hungry, I like purposefully not, I'm like, I can't watch this because I will want like a decadent, you know, heart attack, whatever they're serving up.
Right.
Yeah.
So
usually
I can't.
with a lot of onion rings.
Anything in the kitchen is like, ugh. Like, you know, after watching that, you can only have. So I have to avoid that.
I get it.
It's not really something that is like causing a lot of distress in my life, though.
It's not shutting you down.
It's not shutting me down. I got bigger fish.
Hannah, you shutting down by this, or is it just me?
Shutting down about seeing better food.
Better looking food. Better looking food.
What about so Chris, what I want to know what kind of food when you say better looking food, you mean just like something that looks more delicious?
Are you familiar with the concept of FOMO?
Yes.
Of course.
Fear of missing out.
I feel like you're personifying the food a little bit.
I'm talking about FOODMO. Like, I feel like I'm missing out on other food that could be better than the food I have chosen.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever been at a restaurant and you order something, you're like, I'll have the salmon with the hollandaise sauce, and someone else orders something, you're like, motherfucker, I wanted that.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's different because it's right in front of you.
No, I'm a bad orderer though.
Yeah.
I'm a Libra and I can't make choices. I'm weighing too many choices, and I always I
feel that.
yeah, I always choose. I rarely choose the right thing.
So when I'm pissed off at you, Lauren, if you think for 1 second I'm not taking you to Cheesecake Factory, you're out of your mind. We're just going straight to Cheesecake Factory, and I'm gonna be like, figure it out. Figure it out. All right, Hannah, what's your astrological sign?
Me, I'm an Aries. But I'm a Virgo moon and a Pisces rising.
Oh, cool.
Chris has no idea what that means.
I do. I'm a Pisces with a Moon Zappa rising.
Moon what?
Moon Zappa. It was Frank Zappa's daughter who sang Valley Girl. She's always rising. She's rising.
Right.
It was a joke. I'm funny.
So funny.
Okay, so Hannah, one of your topics you mentioned, speaking of food, segue.
Yeah.
You think that as your a server, people don't know how to go out to eat anymore?
Well, I see a lot of things every day working in a restaurant, and as I have been for the last however many years I've lived in LA, but sometimes people just like they get to the restaurant and like I understand going somewhere for the first time and like not knowing what to order, like I get that, but also like I don't know, I'm just the type of person where I look at a menu before I go anywhere to know like what kind of food, like I'm planning way ahead of time what I want to get. I'm looking at pictures, I'm looking at everything. And so I don't know, sometimes it just irks me when people get there and they're like, what's good? And I'm like, well, the entire menu is good. What do you want me to talk about? What are you in the mood for? Like people just, it's so frustrating. I'm like, and then I start going through the whole menu and people are like, that's the whole menu. And I'm like, well, yeah, my job is to promote the entire menu. I have to know everything about this. And then I don't know, just the way sometimes people try to get my attention when I'm clearly like in the middle of doing something else. I'm like, have you ever
Been outside.
lived? Do you know manners?
Been in society.
Like, it boggles me.
You know what I've noticed? Here's a tip, because I used to, when I was younger, I worked at Starbucks and people would do the same thing and they'd come in and be like, I don't know what I want. People are really good with making decisions between two things. Because one will always slightly outweigh the other. So I would just be like, all right, do you want hot or cold? And they would say something, and then I go, do you want sweet or not sweet? And then they'd say something, and go, do you want chocolate or fruit? Like there's all these different things. And like, I don't know how that applies to your situation when you have a whole menu. Yeah. But you could be like, you eat meat. Do you want?
Yeah, literally.
Some people just need a yap though, honestly. Some people need, I don't think that has anything to do with food. I sort of feel like that has to do with people just needing to feel heard and talk.
Feel seen. Yeah.
People just need therapy. People just need to fucking get their shit out, and they'll do it to you, because they're like, there's like some aura of like, aura is another word that I'm not using right now because it's become an idiom, but there's like something about there's Newberg's cleaning his bowling ball. There's something about people in service where like they feel like you're there for them, and even though it's so narrow, you're there to give to bring the food that they want, that they pay for, but they for some reason feel like, it's why like old men hit on waitresses that are cute, and that probably happens to you a lot too, because it's like people just need connection and they don't know how to get it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask for something. You're in the middle of something, Hannah, and I'm gonna go 3 different ways, and you tell me which one would be successful in summoning you to my table. Okay? So you're in the middle of something, and I need you to come to my table.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, server wench. That's the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gosh.
Okay, number 2. $20 is I can get you to come over here and bring me some soup. It's the second one.
Mhm.
Hey, are we related? Because my family wouldn't make me starve. I kind of like the third
None
one.
of
Kind of like the
none
third
of
one.
those would ever work. If anyone ever did any of that to me, I would literally walk away and immediately go to my manager and be like, "Oh my god, you wouldn't fucking believe what just happened to me."
But the
Yeah.
family one was clever. It was clever. I just need you to accept that it was
It
clever
was
because
clever.
my family wouldn't let me starve. Let's see. Are sluts still a thing?
Yes.
Lauren coming in
Yeah,
on
but I don't think it's as mainstream.
undercover sluts.
Yeah.
Like DM sluts, like under the radar.
I'd like to know,
Radar.
first tell me what are you talking, what are you referring?
First off, I'm not referring to anything. I just think
No,
it's one of the
what is
one.
slut in your definition? Let me
Just
just.
it's just a really funny word for me. I don't attach it to the actual uh, derogatory meaning to females or males. I just think it's a funny sounding word.
Yeah.
And I always like to say, "Our slut's dead." And it's like, did you see? It was in Wedding Crashers. He's like, when he was there was that one scene when he goes, "Oh, you remember that time when he brought all those sluts?" And the guy goes, "Ah, sluts." I just think it's a funny
It's a
word.
funny word. It's
It's a funny word.
Yeah.
It's a funny word. All right, so sluts might be a thing. They might not be a thing. Have you ever? Let's just, you know what? Let's just jump in to two-sided rapid fire right now. I'll let you both answer, and then I'm going to mix rapid fire in with jokes I've written in the past couple of weeks. So we'll go rapid fire joke. So not only will you get to answer a question, you'll get to laugh a little, or do it Hannah does when I tell a joke and make this face.
I know that face.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Uh, we'll start with a rapid fire question. Question number 1: Is New York City all communists now?
No.
That is correct. They should make a card that says, "Your birthday isn't a week long. Shut the fuck up." That's a joke. It's not good. Yeah, that's right. I like that.
It's fun to celebrate your birthday for a whole week.
Jesus got a day. Jesus got a day.
You know
Maybe
what?
Oh, now he's in.
It's short and miserable. Let people celebrate. Whatever. Just don't make me pay a bunch of money for it. You know?
fine.
Yeah.
Is Wicked basically Boys to Men but as a musical? I'm sorry, Boys in the Hood but as a musical?
For women, or for
Yeah.
women, for the gays, the theys, and the women. I don't know.
Also, if you're going to add a third to that, it should be for the gays, the theys, and the hey, because that's a third. The 6-7s are going to fucking cancel me. Okay, go ahead. Is Wicked basically Boys in the Hood with music?
I don't know.
Rapid fire.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nah.
I would say
You're-
yes.
I think we could do better in terms of
Yeah.
a comparison.
I'm sorry. Did someone else write the questions? No, it's yes or no. I used to wear a necklace on my junk, and I would call it my Dick Cheney. But then he died, and I felt bad.
Good one.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's
Have you
not
tried
hard.
that?
Yeah, I did it on stage, and I got no response.
Right.
No response.
Yeah.
No response whatsoever. Okay. Number 3, rapid fire. Do you ever notice how you can add "I'll give you" in front of anything and it makes it sound dirty? Like, for example,
Yeah.
like a stimulus check. Like, "I'll give you a stimulus check." And it just sounds dirty.
Well, it depends on your tone as well. Like when you say
Yeah,
it like that, yeah.
Okay. I'll give you a stimulus check. Different tone, same effect.
No, that was like the same tone.
It's how I sound. It's how I sound.
Like I could be like, yeah, like I'll give you a stimulus check.
It still sounds dirty.
No,
No,
It totally.
different.
It sounds dirtier when you
Hey,
say
you
it, Hannah.
asked and answered.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. There was a guy. That was rapid fire. That wasn't a joke. There was a Georgia man who was arrested recently for murdering his mother and keeping her in a freezer for a year. Nobody saw that coming.
You should just honestly make like a book of like dad jokes.
Oh, it's way less expensive than kids. First off, I'm not on stage telling that joke, but if I were,
No, I
you'd
know.
both laugh.
Yeah.
But like you should make like a magazine or like a coffee. What are those things called?
Coffee table book.
Coffee table book,
Yeah.
and it's like a book of dad jokes like that.
Yeah.
Each page is just little one-liners like that.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll do that.
And then I think occasionally you could have someone like like animate it with a cartoon or something.
Yeah,
yeah, that'd be great.
Every page is,
I want to say a quick.
Yeah, Hannah.
I think you guys are both great ideas. I want to say a quick RIP to Jimmy Kimmel's band leader, Cleto. He was, when I did the show in 2004, he was so nice to me, and I had no idea their history, and he passed recently, and he was just a very, very talented kid, and I got to learn a bunch of stuff about him today when I learned he died. But it was like the very first time I was in Hollywood, and there was a guy on a TV show who was really, really nice to me. So RIP to Cleto Jr. Segue into both of you. 4 more questions. What's your go-to sad snack?
Cheddar sour cream ruffles.
Heard. I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Scorn, Lauren.
And this is rapid fire. I do lazy nachos. I do a Wontonio chip with a Baby Bell cheese, and I just alternate.
Oh yeah, so you like shotgun it. That's solid. I go with the Daughter's Deli chicken salad sandwich. It's the best chicken salad sandwich in the city. Let's see. Are either one of you on Substack?
When you look at other food, do you get angry at that?
I would never disrespect the chicken salad sandwich and watch TV while eating it. It's just a thing with me and the chicken salad sandwich. Are either one of you on Substack?
No.
The penny is no longer a currency, will no longer be made. Do you know how many years it was alive?
Wait, is that for real?
That is for real. The penny is dead.
Since when?
Since today.
I have so many pennies in my purse.
No, I didn't say discontinue. There will no longer be making pennies anymore.
Right, but I'm just saying I have so many.
1800s, right?
You are both correct. It's 232. All right, last question for both of you. Oh, Hannah, I know this one. Lauren, what is next for you?
What is next for me?
Yes.
I'm actually working on that right now. I'm in a new season of my life, I think, against my will. So, yeah, we'll see.
Work in progress.
Work in progress. Yeah, I'm learning a lot about what I want for my life, because I give a lot to others. I think I overgive, and then I get a little lost, and then I have to come back and think about what I want. So that's
me.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it sucks because part of what I want is to be that other version. Part of what I like is to be a part of something else that isn't just. I don't know. I was in a nesting season, now forced into like an adventure season. I guess you could say we're always growing and learning. So I think I need to like let go of the concept of like everything is a chapter, and it's more just like a more just a more like a constant evolving journey of growth instead of just like something has a hard end and then a hard beginning. But that's so to answer your question, I didn't really answer. I don't really know. Yeah.
I think you did. I think you answered it. You said, yeah, you said I'm working it out, figuring it out.
Yeah, we don't know.
One of my favorite answers. I always ask that as the last question. We were interviewing E from the Eels, and I said, "So what's next for you?" And he said, point blank, "Haven't I done enough?" And
Yeah,
I thought it was wonderful.
Well, I guess my career ambition is next for me. I guess that's the thing I'm gonna try to put some energy into. So,
That's great. Every answer is correct. I'm excited to see the next version of you. Everybody, please follow us on YouTube at Newberg Pod. Please listen and like wherever you subscribe. Hannah, do the thing that you do, and good luck with whatever voice you choose.
Well, you basically just said it.
Nope, you got to do the thing. It's part of it.
Right. Okay, fine. All right, guys. Like, subscribe, comment down below, whatever you want us to talk about. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, wherever you get your podcasts. Just like, just listen. Have a good time.
Excellent. Well, Lauren, thank you so much for being a guest on our show. We loved speaking to you. Continued success. Hannah, good luck tonight at your record release party and all the fun things.